Hi, my name's Dr. Kat Bruce. I founded Naturemetrics in 2016 to transform the way we monitor the natural world. Because nature has a measurement problem. We're in the middle of a mass extinction. 3/4 of our insects have disappeared, and we only noticed when we didn't have to wipe them off our windscreen anymore. How is it possible to miss a decline on that scale when businesses like HS2 are already spending tens of millions of pounds on biodiversity surveys, and our other clients like BP and Anglo American are doing the same? The problem is they're spending that money to monitor just a handful of species, like newts, bats and badgers. That's like Google Maps trying to predict traffic flow from just a handful of cars. We know that in complex systems we need lots of data points to get an accurate picture. We need big data. What big data does is allow these huge noisy data sets to drive simple, accurate metrics. And that's what we need for biodiversity, because nature is complex, but it doesn't have to be complicated. So what's stopping us from taking a big data approach to biodiversity? Quite simply, there's been a bottleneck when it comes to turning nature into data. Until now, we've had to examine each organism individually to identify and record it. That means traps, identification keys, and microscopes. And it's just not possible to generate big data that way. Naturemetrics has changed this landscape. We've swapped the traps and the microscopes for DNA sequencing, which lets us identify thousands of species at once, giving those all-important data points. And we don't have to catch the animals to do this, because their DNA is in the water. So with simple kits that even school children can use, DNA is filtered out of the water and sent to our lab for analysis. Sequencing the DNA in just 1 litre of river water gives as much data on fish species as up to 10 years of conventional surveys, and costs about 100 times less. What's more, from that same water sample we can look for other types of organisms, from bacteria to beavers, without having to send anyone else out on site. So for the effort it took them to survey one species, we provide data on hundreds. With 18 PhDs in our team, we are world leaders in applying this technology and are already using it on projects all over the world, from mining projects in West Africa to conservation projects in the Amazon rainforest and infrastructure projects like HS2 in the UK. We're saving our clients money, reducing the risk to their staff and contractors, and doing a better job for biodiversity. The world is changing. We know we have to do something different. Biodiversity net gain legislation means projects will soon be legally required to leave the environment in a better state than they found it. We're making sure every company can achieve this.